Hey VC, it's Jonathan, your cheap and shuffle record collector. Today I'm going to do the 2019 vinyl tag. 20 questions is a little bit much. I've sort of condensed some of these, and some of them I just ignored because, well, it's my video, so I'll do what I want. The first one up is supposed to be your best find of 2018. Well, actually, this is going to be 4 different categories for one record. My best find of 2018, which is number 1. Number 4, my cheapest and good find. Number 7, my last LP purchased. And number 14, the best dollar bin find. They all come together in one record, which I should have taken the plastic off first, is Ornette Coleman, and this is The Shape of Jazz to Come. This I got for free, so you can't get cheaper than that. A friend of mine gave it to me. He got it for probably $1, maybe less. This is 1959, and this is an original first pressing on the old Atlantic label, which you don't see much at all. This record, last I checked on Discogs, was medium price, $175. Very rare album. Fantastic jazz album. I got to admit, I was a little bit hesitant because Ornette is known for a lot of free jazz. This is not that free jazz. It's a little out there, but it's not nearly as, it's very listenable and it's great album. I absolutely loved it. There's Ornette Coleman and Don Cherry, Charlie Hayden, and Billy Higgins on drums. And it is The Shape of Jazz to Come, 1959, first pressing. So that basically takes care of 4 categories right there before we even get going. Number 2 is a shout out to the different VC channels. So these are the ones that I watch the most that I really enjoy. Jeff Kempen, Tommy Burton, The Hog's Ear, Headley, another fat man collecting records. Richard Riley, who I really enjoy. Nice to see someone out there who's actually older than I am. Dots and Loops, James Griffiths, The Spinning Greek, Garen from Omaha, and of course my buddy Brian at Shamrockin' Records. So those are the ones I listen to, watch the most. All right, number 3, holes in your collection to fill this year. Tom Waits. I don't have Small Change. I don't have Heart Attack and Vine. There are a couple of Tom Waits albums I want to get in there. Frank Zappa's Chunga's Revenge I've been looking for a while. And a number of Blue Note jazz albums. Cool Struttin', Sidewinder, other jazz albums I'm looking to fill in this year. So hopefully I can make that happen. Number 4 we already did. Number 5, favorite side project. I don't have the album, but I would love to get Traveling Wilburys, who to me is the best side project ever done. Love to get some of their albums on vinyl, so I'm looking for that also. Number 6, uncharacteristic of the artist. Okay, this is the first thing that popped into my mind. Elvis Costello, Almost Blue. Basically, it's covers album. He does a lot of country stuff. It's one of my favorite. Why Don't You Love Me Like I Used to Do, a Hank Williams song. Sweet Dreams. Tonight the Bottle Let Me Down. Good Year for the Roses. Honey Hush. So, very uncharacteristic of Elvis, but really enjoy this record. And that is Elvis Costello, Almost Blue. All right, next. Last LP purchase already did. Great LP, bad cover, bad LP, good cover. I'm not doing that. Number 10, Blues LP. I assume this is stuff you've picked up this year. So I got this year, and it is Luther Allison, and this is his album Luther's Blues. I didn't get the 1974 on Gordy label. But Luther was a great guitar player. I got to see him at the 1970 Ann Arbor Blues Festival, and he tore the place up. So one of the more obscure bluesmen. I mean, he's not well known like Muddy Waters and Howlin' Wolf, but he is great. Love Luther Allison. High octane blues. Earworm song. Didn't take me half a minute to think of this one. This bounced right up for me, and it is Moondance. The song Moondance. Once you hear it, it's a marvelous night. You just never forget it. There's Van the Man. So yeah, Moondance. Earworm. Historically important artist. Had a debate about this. Went through a couple of different things, but eventually I decided that this is the way to go. Can't get this cover off, you have to deal with it. It's Django Reinhardt and Stefan Grappelli in the Hot Club of France. The Quintet of the Hot Club of France. This is recorded in 1937. And historically important, there was no one like Django on Angel Records. So yeah, if you don't know Django, gypsy jazz guitar player. Actually, he was injured in a fire in his tent, and one hand was totally burned. He only had like 3 fingers on one hand, and he was an amazing guitar player, really just incredible. He played right through World War II, did one tour of America, and then basically went home to his Roma people and virtually didn't perform again. But Django, historically significant. LP I own because of my parents. Again, this was easy. I didn't know which one to pick because I have so many, but it was easy for me. My dad, Frank Sinatra. This is Come Fly With Me. The Capitol Years, the Come Fly With Me, Come Dance With Me, Songs for Swingin' Lovers, In the Wee Small Hours, all those Capitol Year ones were just, to me, the best Frank ever did. This is Billy May and his orchestra. So, yeah, Come Fly With Me. The mid-50s to the early 60s, the best thing Frank ever did. Then he formed his own label, Reprise, and to me, it was never as great as he was in the Capitol Years. Basically because he didn't have anybody above him telling him what to do. He could do whatever he wanted, and he sort of, I thought, lost his way. Became too poppy. But his jazz stuff, early stuff he did, like this, fantastic. As I always say, Frank Sinatra, the greatest vocalist of the 20th century, for me. Next is Best Dollar Bin, which I already did. Favorite double LP. Again, for me, this was a no-brainer. As soon as I thought of this, there was nothing else that even comes close to it. Is Dylan, Blonde on Blonde. This is a new pressing, mono pressing, new repress. I got sick and tired of looking for an original, and finally said, you know what, I want the album so much I don't really care. But it's a really nice mono repress. Blonde on Blonde has, of course, everything on it. Leopard skin pillbox hat, etc., etc. Visions of Johanna, my absolute all-time favorite song by Dylan. Just Like a Woman, Memphis Blues Again, Pledging My Time, Rainy Day Women, Absolutely Sweet Marie, Fourth Time Around, Sad I Lay to the Lowlands, etc., etc. But, yeah, for me, Visions of Johanna is my all-time favorite Dylan song, and it's on here. All right, moving right along. Favorite Dylan. VC Discovery. You know, I can't say that I have any VC. I mean, I've seen a lot of good stuff on the VC, but I haven't had anything where I said, I got to go out and buy that, and that I bought because of the VC. Sorry to say, I enjoy all the videos, but I really don't have a VC Discovery. A 10-inch record. Very lucky this year. I was able to pick this up at a Goodwill for a buck or two, and it's Billie Holiday. Billie Holiday Sings. It's a 10-inch on Columbia, obviously. She does The Man I Love, St. Louis Blues, It's not in perfect condition, but it's a very expensive, very hard to find LP. I was very happy to pick it up. And on the Columbia label, I'll show you the old Columbia label. Nice maroon Columbia label. And as I said, it's not in great condition, but it definitely is listenable. And mostly when I find 10-inch albums, especially at Goodwill and stuff, they're always beat to hell. I had a bunch of Art Tatum, his jazz piano player albums, which I was so excited to see, and they were all just destroyed. I mean, completely ripped to hell. So it's nice to find one that's in good condition, or in decent condition anyway. Wouldn't call it good. Alrighty. 7-inch records. I don't do 7-inch records. I have virtually no 45s at all. So I can't do that. An album you fall asleep to. Well, I'm not saying I actually fall asleep to it, but it's a great album, and it certainly can put you in that mood. If you are tired at all, this one, you go right out. And it's Miles Davis, In a Silent Way. First side is called Shh, Peaceful, and it really is. The second side is In a Silent Way, and it's about that time. This album has Herbie Hancock, Chick Corea, Wayne Shorter, Dave Holland, Joe Zwinelli, John McLaughlin, and Tony Williams. I mean, how can you beat it? Miles Davis, this is a 180-gram repress. They used the original Columbia label they reproduced. But Miles Davis, In a Silent Way. Fantastic. And favorite VC experience or advice? Advice I give to people who want to do the VC and want to make a video, just do it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry how it comes out. I don't edit it. I see all these guys with these great swipes and all these great edits. That's great. You want to do that, that's fine. But don't let that hold you back if you are technically all thumbs like me. Just turn on your phone, put it to video, hit the play button, and start talking. See what happens. What's the worst that's going to happen? No one's going to watch. So that's my advice. My advice is to plunge in both feet. If you're thinking about doing it, just go ahead and do it. Don't let anything hold you back. Okay? Hey, thanks a lot for watching. I've gotten a couple of new subscribers recently. I hit the 350 mark, which is unbelievable to me. So I want to thank everybody who takes the time out of their day to watch my little videos. And until next time, keep digging, and peace.